Hey guys, how's it going? Today I wanted to talk a little bit about the bell. One of my most watched videos was of me ringing the bell to signify being done treatment. A lot of you asked about it, and some mentioned that there had been some controversy surrounding it. So I wanted to look into it just to kind of see what it was all about, and I figured I'd share some of that with you today. The bell you ring at the end of treatment, the one that's supposed to mark the finish line. For me, the bell has never been just a sound. It's layered. It carries hope, relief, fear, gratitude, and sometimes even grief. And I think that's why it means so much and why it can also be complicated. The tradition of ringing a bell after cancer treatment actually started in the 1990s. A Navy admiral named Irv Lemoyne was undergoing radiation therapy. After his final session, he brought a brass bell from his ship and rang it to celebrate completing the treatment. The idea spread quickly. Hospitals adopted it as a way to recognize resilience, strength, and the end of a very hard chapter. And honestly, there's something powerful about that. For many people, ringing the bell represents survival. It's a moment where you're seen, where the pain, the exhaustion, the fear, you don't have to explain any of it. The sound says, I did this, I made it through. The benefits are real. It can give patients closure. It can offer a sense of control in a process where so much feels out of your hands. It can create community because when one person rings that bell, others pause, listen, and silently cheer them on. I remember standing near the bell and feeling all of that all at once. Gratitude that I got to be there, pride in my body for carrying me through, relief that one phase was ending. But I also remember thinking this isn't really the end. And that's where the controversy comes in. For some, the bell can feel like pressure, like you're expected to celebrate, even if you're terrified or exhausted or still sick. For others, especially those with metastatic cancer or ongoing treatment, the bell can feel exclusionary, like a reminder of something they may never get to ring. Some people walk past it every day knowing their journey doesn't come with a neat ending, and that matters. Their experience matters. There's also the emotional whiplash that can come after. You ring the bell, everyone claps, and then you go home. And suddenly you're left with the reality that healing doesn't stop when treatment does. Survivorship is its own terrain, physically, mentally, emotionally. For me, the bell wasn't a finish line, it was a pause, a breath, a moment to acknowledge what I survived and what I was still carrying. In my wellness journey, I've learned that healing isn't loud. It doesn't always need a ceremony. Sometimes it's quiet mornings, hard conversation, rebuilding trust with your body, and learning how to live with uncertainty. So when I think about the bell now, and I don't see it as something you have to ring, I see it as an option, a symbol you get to define for yourself. If you rang it and felt joy, beautiful. If you rang it and felt conflicted, that's valid. If you never rang it at all, it doesn't make your journey any less meaningful. Cancer doesn't give us a single story, and healing doesn't follow a script. My hope in sharing this is that we make room for all of it, the celebration, the silence, the ongoing journeys, and the ones still in the thick of it. Whether you rang the bell, walked past it, or chose your own symbol, I see you, and your story still matters. Have a great day, guys.